Was machen wir denn heute? Na, Kunos Vater. Stimmt, den wollten wir endlich mal besuchen. Wenn wir da irgendwie reinkommen überhaupt. Ja, Kunos Vater. Und dann nach Kunos Vater werden wir uns wahrscheinlich mal mit den komischen Leuten unterhalten da. Another way into the building. Vielleicht weiß Kuno, wie wir reinkommen. Kuno!
Fuck, does Kuno care?
He doesn't care. Ach, Kuno. Ups around your head, they have surprises. Ah. Muni. Kann ich da eigentlich wieder runter springen? Ne. Okay. Okay, dann reden wir halt erstmal mit den komischen Union-Leuten da. Moment. Or call box. Empty card. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet. Take a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Main hall building A. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell, then a woman picks up the receiver. Kuno! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Pleasance, it's me. Please open the door. I'm trying to get in. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were There's a spot of static that overrides her words. But the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks. Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA. No one answers. Artemiteps Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym. No one answers the call. 24-hour window. Nothing happens. Emma's Fashion Atelier. All you get from the call box is silence. Fabron's Taxi. The rest has been burned off. Doesn't work anymore. Slipstream SDA. Hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe. Hello, is anyone there? Yes, hello, this is Tricentennial Electrics. There's a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static. Have you come to place an order? Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list. Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics. I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. My God! The lieutenant exchanges a look with you. Sorry? It's you. My God, I didn't think I would hear your voice again. What? It's a woman and she knows you. Uh-oh. Your heart beats faster. She must be mistaking you for someone else. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you? It's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Michelle, just please. She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. She sounds like she's shaking. I thought you didn't care. Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Forget about what? She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who is 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. Oh God, please don't cry. She doesn't answer. You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting? Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box. It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient. Fuck! Hold on, the last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Aww. Fortress Accident SDA. No one answers. Revachol Ice City. No one answers. Main Hall Building B, whirling in rags. No one answers. East Delta Pinball entrance from Building B. No one answers. Fuck off. Good. Dann halt nicht. So viele Optionen. Nix. So, reden wir halt mit dem Typen da.
This is where you say your bit.
Ah! Broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective?
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Precinct 57th's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment, but he does. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him? A real looker, that one.
Natürlich geht's um den. Um wen soll's denn sonst gehen?
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get all ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Wer ist das jetzt schon wieder? Leute, lasst mich doch einfach arbeiten.
Oh, he's a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps a forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Ja, wenn die Idioten nicht so nicht so scheiße wären, könnt ihr vielleicht auch arbeiten hier. These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Your head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Okay, scan the room. Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Theo? What? Spielen wir jetzt ernsthaft im Moment 2 Spiele mit 2 Schwarzen, die beide Theo heißen? Nice. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, mask or Saramirisian in his late 30s, early 40s. And then standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46. The big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boots, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? Where? On his neck. Forget it, it's not important. Not important, oh. And a little guy. Size 41, with a light step. Not a child after all. An older man with a red face. Mean, watery eyes and 2 front teeth missing. Fat Angus. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy. One of them is missing. The odd soul. Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy? Fuck is with you, fella? Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. He sizes you up. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring. Shakes his head. Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe... This person Glenn wants to hire. He really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy and it's a Hardy girl. Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener? Shut the fuck up, Glenn, he roars. I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop? So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her? That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And he points at Kim. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you. Good. We're all watching each other. Lieutenant adjusts his spectacles. Officer, your question? There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? The pretty boy? Takes a sip from his can. You guys really love talking about the pretty boy. Funny, the lieutenant says without a smile. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Why are your boot prints all over the scene? Oh, fuck. I've spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. Auch gut, ja. That is fucking bizarre. The magic man, a goddamn magician. Shakes his head. Lieutenant waits for your reply patiently. His foot taps on only a little. He said laughed at him in. Well, fortune teller. He squints at you, assessing your sincerity. You might be onto something. They don't just end up in trees for nothing. There was a speck of truth in there for him. You accidentally touched something. We had something else. Beside the occult vision. He turns to you. We had to have something. His foot tapping has become less patient now. Why are your boot prints all over the scene? You mean these boots? He raises his worker boots, size 46, steel reinforced toe. Yes? We all got a pair. He squints. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. He looks your dad in the eye. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene. Fall gelöst. Gut. Spiel zu Ende, Fall gelöst. There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could just take them all away. It's too simple. But there's a catch. There's no catch. Oh, skill point, nice. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time. Okay, cool. Why did you kill him? Why? He used this through his teeth, because he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town. So he was a mercenary, that's it. And he stepped out of line. He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vise. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Leishmin and Seminine written all over him. Ex-Orangier's Special Forces. A live grenade. The man spreads his arms. Right here in our bar. This one has a special gripe with him coming here. I can prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They are a merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara. Kein Ton mehr. Sollte... Bei mir sieht alles gut aus. Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Wrong? He roars. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. He wipes spittle from his mouth. There's slight unease in him. Suddenly, he regrets mentioning the rape. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. Cracks his knuckles. And that was before he started coming here. Yeah, he was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke. Right there on the stage. He grabbed someone. The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information. Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lava Lake. Fucker grabs a leg, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down. He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said? Are you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. They took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Are you fucking listening? He repeats like a parrot. Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. No. There's a moment of silence. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in. I'm going to ask for one last time. Who did that man rape? Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough. Fuck off, cop. He does take the advice. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment. What are you talking about? Embarrassment? If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to... What do you need just to get the fuck out of my face? You hear the aluminum crack in his palm as he squeezes the beer can. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead, it's done. The woman turns to you calmly. As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep this situation civil, but what follows is a slow headshake. It's true, she was the only thing holding him back. You murdered him just like that, no remorse. How many people have you sent to the chase? I felt remorse for them. Or sent them to reunion to rot for 20 years, for life. He says it as if it were worse than dying. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Doesn't remember them, the red-faced man shouts. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus? Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalogue in your head, that's for sure. He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. Who called the shots tonight? Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys. Shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? What do you fucking think does? He sounds more amused than angry. It's the 8th hardy boy, the one who's missing, the big dick. Moment of silence, the long-haired one breaks it. Titus, no one was thinking. No. He shakes his head. Fuck no. The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. He grabs his crotch. Right fucking here. Disregard the outburst, officer. She gives Titus a condescending glance. None of the boys have any more comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one, that's all. When did this hanging incident occur? You don't have to keep answering his questions. The fixer turns to remind Titus. I know, Lizzie, relax. He takes a sip. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. How long had you known the victim? Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole. Yeah, who do you think we are? Quiet. Titus gives Glenn a stern look. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town, happy? By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for wild pines. The lieutenant checks his notes. The shipping company you're striking against? Oh. Oh, okay. He stresses. I mean, the Pines cow. The stupid ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. That's enough insinuating for today, Titus. She turns to you. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last question. How did you kill him? We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't an obvious copper. Did I teach you anything at the cop school, idiot? Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams. Titus, you don't have to clarify anything. We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck and hanged him till he was dead and steady. Then we left him for seagulls, maggots. Small man points at you, and you fox. How did you manage to overpower him? With numbers, asshole. How do you think? Looks at the woman. You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here. No, he hasn't. Not yet. Where did this overpowering happen? When you fucking listening, the fucker came to our bar. Looks around. It happened right here. Things aren't quite right here, are they? Fuck! Ernsthaft 72% Chance und verkackt. Ah! Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room, given how many questions you've lobbed their way. All of them, maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the pressure. Dreck. Shanky, well, this one, but he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up. Das war ein rotes Ding, das ich nicht nochmal wiederholen kann. Right, I have another question about the lynching. Like what, copper? Why don't I just arrest you? Yeah, lawman. He takes a step closer as well, fixing his ball cap. Why don't you? Not in the arresting mood. His mean little eyes come alive with hatred. By his side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you. While the little red-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts, their eyes alight. Okay. Easy now, let's just talk. Wise move. He leans back against the table. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again. So what are we going to do now? Nothing. Her reply comes sharp. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong. I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. The lieutenant closes his notebook. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. So that's what this is about. She doesn't rent a cop, so that's what it's about. She doesn't see you as equals. Establish authority. Yes! Authority! Feverish thoughts race through your mind. Kim, I need your gun. Why? This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either. Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Give him the gun, please. What in the name of fuck are you doing? But Lieutenant looks worried. He whispers, I don't want to give you my gun. Not after the last time. The fuck is happening, Titus? What are you whispering about? Easy, Shanks. He gestures for him to stand down. I want to see where this is going. Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh. Merely what? He doesn't quite catch that last word. A brief moment passes in silence, then... Be careful, it's loaded. He unholsters and gives you his firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand, like a funny toy. Like a funny toy. Good, now put it in your mouth. What? Okay, put the barrel in your mouth. What are you doing? The short, cold barrel touches your lips. It tastes like iron in hell. Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face. Fellas, the big guy glances over his shoulders. You getting any of this? The fuck? Okay. I'm going to kill myself now, you fucking whore. Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official reportedly from the 41st precinct shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised. Lawrence Gard, manager of the Whirling in Rex cafeteria where the incident took place, commented. He was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before. Okay. Oh, okay. Endlich lache ich mal und es ist wegen dem Selbstmord. Sehr gut. Okay. Ja, ich habe nichts anderes von dem Spiel erwartet. Moment, was? Gedanken. Memorize the title. Lose 87 Radio Cities seems important. Okay. So, Giles, da bin ich wieder.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective,
Okay, don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Cross your arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
I'm just drunk.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We're looking for Titus Hardy.
First, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Yeah, big dick.
Real big dick cops. Look at them, reckless, swinging in the wind. Yeah. Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Yeah.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Yeah, gave him real nice big dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than
You
this.
big dick hobo cop. Okay. So much that they're ready to confess to first degree. Okay. Scan the room erstmal. Blah, 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 blah. Little guy. Blah, 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 blah. Fat Angus. One of them is missing. Man hanging in the backyard, did you do it? You're not just here to swing your big dick, you're here for the pretty boy. I've spoken to the dead man. He said love did him in. Where's the container belt? There's a catch. Just like that. Honestly, I drink so much. Who called the shots? Dressed Titus. Ey, warum habe ich die Option nicht mehr? Von der Titus? This right asshole Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. And that's so, fellas. He looks around for approval. Titus grins. I think you got your answer, Mr. Law. No, he did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read, but on that night they all act as one man. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Why did you kill him? Mercenary. Who did he rape? Blah, 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 blah. Going to ask one last time. Okay. How did you kill him? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, vielleicht. Wasn't he a trained killer from Oranye's special forces? If yes, then how did you manage to overpower him? With numbers. Where did this overpowering happen? Right here. Vielleicht schaffen wir es jetzt. Nice! Cool. Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others, but was cracking under the pressure. This one, Fat Angus, what? Hey. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. Es könnte auch daran liegen, dass er einfach nur fett ist. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey you! You having trouble breathing over there? Hello? He looks around, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. Few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm, woolen head. Cause he's having trouble breathing, just look at how fucking fat he is. The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing. Fuck off, Shanky. Big boss steps in. Angus is a powerful guy, all muscle. Keep your eye on this powerful guy, sooner or later he's going to break like a piece of twig. There's something you're not telling me. And fuck you too, copper, picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing. His all muscle comment wasn't sarcastic, he's generally trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall, you won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet. Why don't I just arrest you? Dreck! Kim, I need your gun. Why? This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is. Everybody calm down, this is only a demonstration. Kim, the gun please. What in the name of fuck are you doing? But I don't want to give you my gun. Not after the last time. The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about? Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going. Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh. Be careful, it's loaded. Put the barrel in your mouth. Fellas, you getting any of this? I'm not fucking this case up. You will respect me. We'll solve the case. Look at me, don't worry. He appears calm suddenly. This demonstration is not helping at all. Inside the small mechanism, you can hear a spring tensing up. Yeah, cause I sort of wanna see that shit. It won't, man. His fucking balls aren't big enough. You better get ready to fucking respect me in 5, 4, 3. He's not gonna off himself. Come on. No. A calm voice from the back of room. You'll do it. Go ahead, son. 3, 2. Kisses, kisses, kisses. No! Give it to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. It's not too late. You can still spin this as some kind of tactic. Bratan, we can't have any fun if you kill yourself. Nectar. Painting the booth red with your brain sounds like a real blast now, but what about later? There'll be nothing. You will never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me. Fellas, this cop is really threatening to off himself. This is insane. No, this is not what is happening. It turns to you, this show is unnecessary. Give me my gun, now. These are my thoughts. This is my head. What in the name of motherfuck? Looks closer, squinting at you. Acidic taste on your lips, corrosive. Once as a child you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. This was a long time ago. The fuck is he saying? Some insane shit. Nothing. Give me the gun. Give the gun back to Luke. Thank you. He returns it to his holster, then looks at the room. Nothing to worry about here, people. My partner likes to play these jokes. He's what you call dark. He is infinitely grateful to have that gun back on his belt right now. Dark, the big guy bursts out laughing. What the fuck was that, you carnies? We haven't seen RCM in 4 years and this shows up. He wasn't gonna do it though. I knew he'd pussy out. No. I still have my money on him. The old man pulls on his cigarette slowly. Sooner or later he has that look. Funny joke. The fucking whore left me, I know it. Do not think your failed suicide attempt will win you any pity from these men. Do not expect them to forget it either. Again, it was a dark joke. He turns to you. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker, before we continue. Jogging around seems to have a positive effect on you. Yes, get the serotonin running. Keeps those bad thoughts away. I'm going to take off now.
What in the name of hell was that supposed to be?
Lieutenant is gritting his teeth. The theatrical suicide attempt. We need to talk about it. It was a cry for help. Yes, well, it was able to recontextualize it as a dark joke. I was. Pauses thoughtfully. I will not be able to recontextualize it the next time. I understand you sometimes employ extreme interrogation tactics, but I want you to understand that was too extreme. We can't have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford to have that image. Few institutions can. But why did she leave me then? Ooh. He takes his glasses off, reaches for a cloth, pauses and puts his glasses back on. He has an idea who she is. Many cops have a she or he who left. But he just doesn't know what to say. I don't know why she left you. Let's go. Sprüche mies. Finde ich nicht. Schwer, ist halt schwer drauf zu kommentieren oder so. Aber so grundsätzlich finde ich es jetzt nicht Nicht schlimm oder so. Lok. Was haben wir denn? Goldo Mama. Was? Na gut. Ich finde, das war gutes Ende für den Teil jetzt hier. Beim nächsten Mal. Keine Ahnung. Vielleicht Kunos Vater, vielleicht irgendwas anderes. Mal schauen. Mal schauen.